Hello everyone, it's Candace Hughes. I wanted to share this call with you. It's a short interview with Unifi's CEO, Ron Montaruli. And he's talking about his vision for the company and empowering people to grow their wealth and the system he's put in place for people to give back, not just financially, but with their time as well. It's very inspiring and I feel so fortunate to be part of it. If this resonates with you, you can learn more by clicking on the link below. We'd love for you to join us in this amazing adventure.
What was the main reason why you started this company?
Hmm. Yeah, it's a great question because we wouldn't even be having this conversation if it wasn't for a conversation I had with David Doer, who is the CTO and my partner. We were sitting in Starbucks. We're both the kind of guys that want to leave a legacy behind. We knew we had an incredible product and we knew that we could make really good money if we just kept it to ourselves and maybe just shared it with friends and families and left it at that. But then we started doing some number crunching, and then we started realizing that if we really, really wanted to make a massive difference in this world, instead of just talking about it, but really empower people together as a unified group, which is part of the reason we called it Unify as well, was that what if we were to take what David has learned over the last 20 years, what I've learned over the last 20 years, and what if we put it together? And maybe we were designed for this time, for this place, to be able to put this together and put a program together that would allow people from all parts of the world to take advantage. We're a financial research publishing firm, so our objective is to provide people information. That is what we do. That's why I love the idea that you've been given two hands, one to help yourself and one to help others. And you do need to help yourself first, and so that you can help others. It's kind of like when you're on an airplane and they say to put the mask on yourself first and then the child, because if you're dead, you're not going to be able to help anybody. Well, if you have no money, you're not going to be able to help anybody either. So if we can help you financially, and then we can be the catalyst, to be the leaders as a company to put together all sorts of different types of programs all around the world where we could help those in need, then that would give us the ability to be able to rally not just myself and him and our friends and maybe our church members and things of that nature. Okay, that's great. But what if we can get 30,000, 50,000, 100,000, 300,000 people all around the world? And what if we were to take a percentage of all the money that comes to the company? What an impact we could have. And that was the genesis of Unify. And so we sat back and thought, this is why we're here. This is the purpose of this company. And let's empower people, teach them, educate them, give them tools, let them do well, take advantage of this opportunity. But then what are you going to do with that money? That's the difference. And what we want to do is we want to be able to make this a better place. Do good because doing good is good to do. There's a lot of people in need out there, and who's going to help them? For whom much is given, much is expected. You know, I talk about these things, I've heard these things, and I've done these things, but to take it to the next level, that's what this company is all about. And you're going to start seeing where Unify Cares is going to start to be a big arm of the company. I mean, it ultimately will not take over the company because, again, educating people and helping people with the product and all that is all part of the vision to get to Unify Cares. But in my experience, I've worked in this industry for over 18 years, and I've gone on many incentive trips around the world. And in those incentive trips, every once in a blue moon, the company would do like a little half day go to the school and give backpacks or baseball gloves or do a little something in the community. And I'll tell you, I'd come back to Canada or the US, depending on where I was living at the time, and I'd call up a lot of the leaders and say, hey, we had a great time in Costa Rica or wherever we were. And I said, what was the best part of that trip? I mean, we're talking 5-star resorts, we're talking the best beaches of the world, we're talking places that these people would never go to. And I asked them, what was the best part of those 4 days or 5 days? And every single one, that half day where we filled up those backpacks with pencils and pens and toys and clothing and toothbrushes and soap, and then we brought the baseball gloves and the bats and the basketball nets, and we went to that school and we saw all those kids, and we gave. That was the most powerful thing of the entire event. And so I know that within each and every one of us, we have a heart to want to make a difference. Sometimes we don't have the means to do it. So why don't we help you with the means? And then why don't we also help you with the opportunity to give, and let's do it together as a group. There's going to be opportunities with Unified Care where we can just grab a project and say, hey, let's just throw 50 grand at this thing and let's do something there. And we'll get video updates and things of that nature. There's going to be other events where we can rally maybe 100 or 200 or 300 people and say, okay, the first 300 people, we're going here, and this is what we're going to do, and we're going to do this for a whole week. And then we'll have our whole Unified Cares team put that together so that we can go there and boots on the ground. So there's going to be lots of different things that we're going to be able to do. But at the end of the day, that's why this company was built. Now, you don't have to be a part of it if you don't want to. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I know one thing, this is what we're going to do. And if you want to join us, the more the merrier.
Beautiful. You can have a sustainable business. You can have a life and a lifestyle that's surrounded by financial wealth and prosperity and abundance without you having to be a sellout in your life. And I think that's a huge part of what we're doing here, is to let people know that you don't have to be miserable in how you make your money, and you can be a part of something really, really beautiful.
It's very, very well said. At the end of the day, is the planet Earth a better place because you lived in it? Simple.
What's the benefit of coming in right now?
Well, I think one of the things that's really important is it doesn't often come when you have an opportunity like Unify, and to be able to get in at the early stages when our organization is just getting off to what I would think an incredible start. We're looking at over 15,000 people pre-registered to get involved with Unify. So due to the fact that we have very simple but very powerful ways that you could earn with Unify, both the referral bonus and the matrix, as well as the ability to be able to earn a matching bonus from the people that you brought into the company at an early stage, those are the folks that are going to be able to benefit significantly. So the reality is, the sooner you get involved with a company that has obviously skyrocketed right out of the gates, the sooner you're going to be able to get the benefits of what's called spillover. The sooner you're going to be able to benefit more and more people coming to the company and getting involved by you being, let's just say for the sake of saying, being a part of a large tree. You're closer to the top of the tree. You're closer to the star. And the closer you are to the star, as time starts to go and more people start to get involved, the reality is you have the ability to benefit from people from all over the world within your matrix. And there's some very, very large, very well-established leaders that have joined the company from all parts of the world because they see the incredible timing and they see the incredible value that Unify provides. So the reality is, this is one of those scenarios where if you don't act soon, you will miss out.